Hello, Math Department. I'm going to show you how I upload my pencast lessons using the Smartpen, and then how I email them and get them to the students. So you're seeing my desktop. Don't you just love that picture? I love that picture when I was in Maui on our anniversary. Good times. Okay, so you can see my Echo desktop right here. You have to have that on your computer first. I've got my Smartpen hooked up right now through the USB to my computer. And I thought it would automatically bring up the Echo desktop every time I connected it, but it's not doing it. So you actually have to start the program, and it does take a while. And it's gonna, every time you do this, you are going to, it's going to look for updates. So you're going to want to update it, see how it's doing that, checking for updates. And if there's any new lessons on my pen that aren't in my file already in the program, it's going to see how it's detecting my Smartpen, and there it's going to go. It's going to start transferring stuff that you have. And I've already labeled mine with my name, and you can do that through the information that came with your pen. You just go through the settings and do all that and set the date and the time and all that. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to show you how you can find your new recordings. What you're seeing over here are past recordings that I already have on there, and you can always like move this thing. It's kind of, it goes away really fast there. So it kind of shows you some more of that. Okay, so it's already done, it's complete. So it's not, the latest recording I just did for a Math 3 lesson isn't showing up yet. You have to actually click on your notebook. You probably only have the one that it came with. I have two different notebooks. Right here it's not recognizing one of my other ones, but I use my giant 3-subject notebook one. So when I click on that, it's got, you can see quite a few pages there. So when I go down towards the very end, these are the pages that I just worked on, and when I click on it I can see, okay, I'm not done. I got to go back one more. Okay, so this is something I just finished recording to help some of the students out with their homework. It looks like a mess, I know, but let's just get past that. So to save it to a file name like this over here, I just right click and say add to custom notebook, and then I'm going to create a new notebook. If I wanted to add some pages to a previously recorded one, I just select one from that list there, and I'm going to title this one, this was homework help for Math 3 assignment. See how it says you cannot end with a space, and they only give you so many characters. Assignment 11A. Actually, I'm going to call this one the chapter review. Chapter 3 review to be precise. Okay, so then I'm just going to click OK, and then that is now already selected, and I just hit done, and that page is now right here stored on that. So I go to my next page, however many I have, and then I just right click it and I say add to my the same title and hit done, and I do that for all the pages that are referring to that assignment. And I believe I had 3 of them. I think that was it. Yeah, when you can't go any, oh wait, I wasn't done. There was one more. 4 pages on that one. Woo. Okay, so that one. Now it's ghosted out, so I got all my pages, and actually I can come over here and click this again, and why is it only showing 2? Am I on the right one? Oh, that was the homework quiz. This one. Okay, there they are. They're all there. I'm just going to double check them again and make sure they're the right ones. I've got that one, because I'm actually getting ready to send this one to them, so you can see how I do that. Okay, they're all there. So you come back over here to where it is, and you right click it and say share notebook. Now my computer is not set up for automatic email, so I just save it to my computer, and yes, I want the notes and the audio, so I hit continue, and it wants to know where I'd like to save this, so I'm going to save it where I always do with all my other stuff, right here. So wherever you're saving it, okay. Chapter 3, I'll call it pencast for that. Okay. And then you can see how it's exporting it. You have to wait till that's all done. Okay, it's successfully done. So then when I'm done with that, I can back out of this, and then what I do is, I'm going to drag this over here so you can see it. How do I do this? I go to my mail and I just email this PDF, and I'm just going to show you what it is, and you can do that on your own when you're there. What did I call it? Pencast for this one. So it brings this PDF up. So you can see here that it isn't a PDF, and this is the player that they have to utilize in order to see the lesson. So you are going to email them this PDF file that you've saved to your computer. They have to do the same thing. They must download it to their computer first, and they always just want to click on this. And if they don't download it first and they click on it, it's going to want them to do something else. It's going to ask them for the file, and if they don't have it saved to their computer, they can't drag it. So when you click on that, let me bring this one over here. You click on it, and oh, what's going on? Let's see. Hello. Ask me later. Stop doing that. Ugh. It takes a while, you can see. I'm going to pause this. Oh, wait. Here it comes. I don't know why it gets stuck sometimes. Okay, it finally came up. So you have to tell your students to be patient with this, because it just was stuck there, and it was waiting and waiting and waiting for about, I want to say, 45 seconds. And you know how they don't have any patience, so tell them to be patient and wait for this to show up. You can drag it in here, or you can just click on here, and it's going to try to search for your PDF. And again, I don't know why that didn't come up when I click it. Come on. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Okay, again, it's just taking its sweet time, but you will find your file wherever you saved it. I always tell them just drag it to their desktop, save it to their desktop, but I wanted mine to stay exactly where I put it because I have too many things on my desktop right now. So once I've located it, I just clicked it. So I said, browse for it in my computer. And this does take a moment for it to load up. And the students are always emailing me, it wasn't working for me. And I have to tell them, just be patient, because it will come up. It might take a minute. There it is. See? And then you can see that you can play this button right here. I'm going to drag the screen over here so you can see the settings tool right here. If you click on this, see how you can see all my background, and let me drag it over a little bit further again. So when you start to play it, you can hear it going on probably. See how it's all ghosted out right now? I'm going to pause that for a second. So if you don't want them to see all of the stuff ahead of time, because they might be like, it's kind of giving it away for them. If you click on this settings and undo the preview strokes, then they're not going to see anything until you start writing, until your audio is actually going along with whatever you are saying. And they can even change colors over here. I like blue, so I want blue. So, they can do that, and they can speed up the process. They can click anywhere, like, okay, I don't need to hear that. I want to go back and listen to this part again. So, again, if they didn't have, like if they were absent, I would want them to have this box unchecked, okay, so that it's not giving it away and they're just hearing it as you're going along, as if they're learning the lesson for the first time. If they've already heard the lesson and they just want to hear one thing again, and go back to that specifically, so they don't waste their time listening to the whole thing, and like, maybe I want to hear, okay, how did you get that again? What was the shortcut? I would want to see all these preview strokes on there, so I can just go right back to this moment and go, what was this? And click right there. And it brings up the audio at that moment. Wherever you're clicking, it jumps right to it and starts talking. Okay, I'm going to pause that. So this is awesome and cool, and I haven't tried the software yet that came with my purchase, I had something where it will translate the PDF into typed font, and I would imagine it would lose its audio at that point. I haven't played around with that yet. I need to try it out, but that would be lovely for converting it to Spanish, say, if we have a Spanish speaker, because it will do that. So it can actually convert. I don't know how that works when it's all this math symbols, going on here. So I'll have to play around with that and let you know how that goes. And that was just some extra software. I got like a code to use of $25 on the website back when I purchased my smart pen. So I don't know if you have that or not. So I'll tell you how that works anyway when I get to it. But now you see how you can upload them, and now you just need to start using your pen and play around with it and have some fun. And we're done.